The blind Vi, though, does mean that potentially we're going to see Vi on the other side.
Wait, just so people understand, it's not Vi. It's not. Just so people are aware.
Arcade Season 2 matches!
Okay, this also isn't. Okay, so just just letting people know. So Vi, Gragas, and Zeri have been locked in for Mad Lions from LPL. We've seen it from LCK. Malphite just being a generic ban now, considering its strength, the great itemized, the build options that it does have now, along with just how well it does into so many different champions.
And I think Fnatic have just responded well. You've got great disengage with the Wukong. You've even got the Jarvan, which is the counter into the cannon that we've seen come up. So good engage, great disengage, and also you've got the ability to just kind of wait for that Sivir to scale into the late game. So
A bit of early vision as LeCLUIA looks for a gank in mid.
Looking for it. Niski going in with a flash as well. Humanoid going to try and get away. Does still have the flash. LeCLUIA flashes over the wall. Humanoid flashes back. LeCLUIA with the red buff slow. Can't quite catch out Humanoid. LeCLUIA predicting, and Humanoid with the patience to hold his summoner spell.
Yeah, LeCLUIA thinking too many steps ahead as Hylissang now looks for a fight.
Yeah, but Advian can just handshake Kazi back. Gets the shield as well. The Ignite goes down onto Kazi. No vision in the bush for Fnatic, but that Ignite helping them.
Razork on the way has been spotted on that ward that Kazi placed earlier.
They got to back away, but the handshake's going to pull Hylissang back. Still flashes available for Hylissang and for Kazi. Hylissang uses the Ferromancy to try and get a shield. Won't be able to get away from this one as Razork claims first blood.
They had no way of escaping. Hylissang held onto his flash for now because he realized even if he did flash, it likely would have still resulted in his death. So Fnatic, they will draw first blood, get a small lead. Let's see if they can punish Humanoid.
Great charm from Humanoid as LeCLUIA was going in with a Vault Breaker.
The person that's benefited the most from this has been Chasey. He's just been free to play the 1v1 matchup, and he has just been bullying Oscarinin. The idea behind the Jarvan is that you can harass and farm from safety by maxing your E alongside the areas you can see right now. But level 6.
Slicing Maelstrom coming in. Oscarinin's going to have to flash. Bloke just takes a little bit of his health, but not really going to do too much. Good charm into the body slam there. Advian coming across. Hylissang joining. Explosive cast. Humanoid flashes it. Kazi looking for a bit of damage, but Humanoid was able to escape. And with the help of Advian, can keep the Mad Lions at bay. Mad Lions up towards this top side, looking for Oscarinin. EQs away, buffers it, and escapes from the Vault Breaker. No stun landing either from Chasey. Didn't have the full 3 marks of the storm.
It's a very awkward situation for both teams right now, but Mad seem to be way more comfortable. Fnatic looking for the collapse.
Mad just willing to wait it out. Cease and desist goes in. Razork the one locked up. The Cataclysm blocks them, but there's the engage. Magnet Storm on 2 as Hylissang manages to find one. The second kill goes over to Chasey. Humanoid dashing in with a Spirit Rush, but Mad Lion's still very healthy. Can try and lock him down, slicing Maelstrom in. The double body bump, and there's the bomber they were looking for. Hylissang yoinks Oscarinin back, and even though Oscarinin is underneath his own tower, Niski will claim his life.
And the fact that Advian hadn't hit level 6,
so big.
Huge, but Humanoid.
The fact he didn't have that hostile takeover as Humanoid caught out in the mid lane, he's going to fall as well. The hostile takeover, the Cyclone, the Cataclysm works wonders if Mad are trying to invest everything on one target, but if Fnatic are the ones walking into the darkness.
It definitely feels like they want to try and now repay Kazi for the time that the rest of the team has spent away from him.
Humanoid bot knocked back here. The stun's going to land as well. Humanoid locked in with the Magnet Storm flashes. Charms the shield will get him to safety. But the ultimate and the flash have to be burnt to escape. The top lane just to chunk out Oscarinin. You can see LeCLUIA waiting just around the corner. Oscarinin goes in. Cataclysm locks him up, and LeCLUIA's tanking. And he's tanky enough to do this for a while. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Razork was looking for something.
It's up, but TP in behind Niski now.
So Niski has the flash, has the explosive cast. Humanoid goes in, looks for the Everfrost. Niski with the cast, knocks him back, but the charm lands, and that means Niski is in for a world of hurt. Looking for perhaps some damage on the tower before he does go down. Good reactions by Fnatic.
Now though, mid-turret taken, you're going to have another fight here for Mad Lions.
Timer in the top left is incorrect. As you can see, there is a dragon on your screens right now. Fnatic looking to secure it. Would be their 3rd of the game. We put them on Soul Point. Mad Lions trying to play around at the Magnet Storm going in. Reckless trying to get away from the backline here. Chasey going in as well with the Cataclysm, the slicing Maelstrom from Chasey. As you say, it's huge, but Reckless still alive, and he's opening up on this Sivir. He's done this so many times in the past. Reckless is surviving. Chasey nullified. Fnatic find the fight, but Niski TPing in is going to try and take out Razork. He's the smite, remember. He dashes across the wall. The dragon now secured for Fnatic.
Zeri Sivir matchups is how much backline threat is there?
Yep.
How afraid are you for your AD carry? Niski going in, flash from Advian because he was worried about getting knocked back. should be able to EQ out of this one. Oscar Renin, even though he's taking a lot of damage. Oh, that's
Chase is
Razork.
coming in as well. Razork will be able to escape the slicing mouse from coming in. Niski gets the body bump across the wall, and Mad Lions decided to take the fight, but look at the hostile takeover. Everyone goes berserk. Oscar Renin EQ. It was stopped by the Magnus Storm. I think he was pulled out of the range.
For the Mad Lions. I think Fnatic, they did secure the Herald. Now we're looking for another fight.
Knock up onto Elioya. Double TP comes in. Chasey trying to fight this one as well. Advian dashing forward, putting a bit of shielding in, and in the end, it's just teleport for teleport exchanged. Ultimate far side alteration goes in. Niski acting as a bouncer, body blocking Fnatic from getting into the pit here. Razork, though, can just dash across the wall, but it looks like Mad just want to take the fight. TP comes forward. They're looking at Razork, and immediately he is shut out of the fight. The hostile takeover. 5,000 gold lead. There were a couple of fights that Fnatic looked like they were getting back into it, but moments like this is what Mad Lions did so well in winter, and they seem to have returned to that form.
Yeah, I mean, great to see Mad Lions, a draft that's working well for them, playing towards their strengths and being able to lead.
And Yora can jump across this wall. The attract repel, the stun already on him as well. Hylissang will dash over with the Ferromancer crash down, and Oscar Renin the target. You can see Advian going to be able to get the base off, but the cease and desist on Oscar Renin. He is popped. That job and not tanky at all. Advian gets away.
Elioya didn't quite have the Q up. Niski now looking for a fight against Humanoids.
And even though Humanoid won the early laning phase, it becomes very difficult to deal with the Gragas when he does get to these two items. Humanoid going back in with a Spirit Rush, but...
I don't know if they have the damage to kill him.
Humanoid has the ultimate. Oscar Renin coming in here as well. There's no tower for Chase. He'd have to get all the way back to the tier 2, and Humanoid dodging at the edge of the slicing maelstrom perfectly. Oscar Renin won't invest the Cataclysm, but they will pick up the kill. Meanwhile, though, Mad Lions...
Fnatic doing what they can to stop Mad from getting into the river, but it's only going to stop them for so long.
Hilly's in a good flank position here if he can get in, but the crash down gets him out. Minions there as well, means that the charm goes wide. Hillissang with the Magnus Storm, the slice master coming out, but the explosive cast is anti-synergy. Hostile takeover coming out as well, and Reckless spell shields Elioya the charm. Reckless surviving on the back line, but so is Kazi. And Kazi has a lot more health and a few more years under his belt. A triple for Kazi. The Zeri popping off, making a quadra, and one more to the list as Kazi wipes away the fight.
The bot lane for Mad Lions pop off in the end. Great engage from Hilly, and Kazi will happily claim the lives of Fnatic as they take game number 1.
I was concerned when I saw all of Fnatic being spread away from Chasey's ultimate. But Reckless, he'd taken so much damage at the start of the fight, it did not matter. Kazi and Hylissang come up clutch, and Mad are looking to take game 1.
And in the end, even though there was a bit of anti-synergy, the carry in the bot lane comes up trumps for the Mad Lions. Explosive cast to keep Fnatic on their fountain. They can only watch as their Nexus falls and Mad go 1-0 up.